Lord have mercy. It took you forever to do that transition. You had to be already prepared to make sure stuff was right.
Disclaimer off the screen.
But it took you so darn long. How long did the disclaimer stay up there?
The disclaimer was up there while the intro was going.
I asked how long. Ain't say when.
That didn't have nothing to do with it. It's the transition.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are blah, 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 blah. Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned into Larry Reid Live. I wanna be. Tell your mama, daddy, everybody that we are on and we're live. You need to be sharing, hitting the bell, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you got everything, your snacks and everything together. I ain't gonna be here long. But I decided on today, since the Breakthrough movie is now available digitally, to actually not only just carry this whole, come tell y'all this. There's some more mess going on in the church. I done got emails of ping been gobbled once more and again. A married man with 2, 3, 4, 10 children out of Chicago getting his peen gobbled. You know, it's a pretty shame. I just don't understand what's up with these preachers, with these musicians. It's like something, it's the spirits of spring and summer. When that weather change, it's the spirits of spring and summer. Folks start feeling that thing in their lower parts, and that heat get turned up, and everybody gets stupid, and they start doing stuff. Hence, we got the sanctuary suck. We got the DeVico out of the Fayetteville, North Carolina, and the Raleigh area. His ministry stretches for far and wide. His ministry stretches from the north, south, to the east, to the west, allegedly. It's a whole lot of it's a whole lot. It's a thing. I'm sick and tired. Then that praise and worship leader. Oh, those of you in Patreon has seen all these videos. It was too much. Last week was like porn. I don't even want to even post the video of this guy. King Jive, he's a vlogger. He broke this story yesterday or either today. And I'm telling you, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, just gobbling. Where they get these skills from? Where have they learned these things? I only thought the girls in the pornos that do that, this is live for real people. And these men, like, they've been trained. Somebody trained them. I think the problem is with the person that trained them. That's what I think. The problem is with the person that trained them. Okay. Anyway, so this is what I want to do on today. I'm going to open up the lines because the last couple of shows, I could not open up the lines. But before I do that, I want to talk to you. I want to start with positivity. And I want to do positivity. And we do positivity here. But whenever I go live and I'm talking about something positive, y'all don't like watching. And then y'all want to blame me for spreading negativity. No, I just talk about what's going on. And what's going on today is this. One of my most favorite movies that came out this year. Put it right here. You see my hand? Bring the thing over. Bring it over. This is a bad day for you, Nancy. You've been working too hard on that schoolwork. You ain't had a bad day like this in a while. I ain't fussed you in a long time. Breakthrough. Actually, Breakthrough was the name of my church, the Breakthrough Church in Raleigh, North Carolina. But it's no more. Anyway, this movie made me cry. And I'm really not even the crying type. I'm not even emotional like that. But this thing through here really made me cry. It got to me because of the way that the actress, Chrissy Metz, really her. The way she exuded the emotions of a mom that is dealing with the death of her son. I got emotional. I cried. My children cried. I want you to check out this trailer. Watch this trailer. I'm going to be right back. Y'all share this just like you share the mess. Go ahead and let everybody know. And tell everybody in the comments. What is it? Y'all, this boy. Let me finish saying what I'm saying. What's wrong with you? Huh? I got some chocolate nuts. I got some chocolate nuts that my friend, we went out to eat, my white friend, one of my white girlfriends. Huh, you want some of these nuts? This is from Ruth Hunt's Candies. You want some of these nuts? It's chocolate. It'll give you a boost of energy. Well, what we're going to do about this, because we can't go forward in a show like this. You need to get together. You take some of this chocolate and get your blood sugar up because you're crazy. Huh? Huh? Don't say I ain't never gave you nothing. Eat one of them things and get your blood sugar back up because you're cutting up. All right, so I want you to watch this trailer. Then when we come back from the trailer, I'm going to set up an 8-minute clip of me, Chrissy Metz, and Devon Franklin discussing this movie. You need to stream it right now and download it. I'm going to tell you how to do that. But first, watch this trailer. Be right back.
Rise and shine. Breakfast is ready in 10 minutes. And don't make me come back up there. This is our town. It's a close-knit community, the kind of place where everyone knows everyone.
Hi, Miss J.
Hey, how are you girls? And we're always there for each other.
Nice sermon, Pastor.
What do you guys have on for the rest of the day?
Well, John has a basketball game.
Yeah, I've seen this guy hoop it up around here. This kid is so lit.
Text your mom tomorrow and tell her when and where to pick you up. And, don't do anything stupid.
Love you guys.
Boys, get off the ice!
We're training for the Olympics, sir.
Cindy.
He's been underwater for more than 15 minutes. It's gonna be a recovery, not a rescue. I got something.
We got him!
We've done everything medically possible. There's nothing more we can do.
No. Please, God, send your Holy Spirit to save my son.
A 14-year-old St. Charles boy who spent 15 minutes trapped underwater is continuing to fight for his life.
I don't believe John will survive the night.
You don't know my son. He is a fighter. So I need you to be the best for John, and you just let God do the rest. You are my pride and joy. I can't wait to see you shoot those baskets and run up and down the court again.
The Smith family asked for one thing. Please pray for John.
In the water that day, I was ready to give up, but then I hear this voice telling me, go back. Either I'm nuts,
Or God's talking to you.
but I don't believe in God.
I believe it, but maybe that only goes so far with something like this.
I'm your pastor. I'm supposed to walk alongside you for as long as it takes.
Did you see the Facebook page? It's gone viral.
Call me.
I hope he's gonna be okay.
We're not gonna get through this alone. Whatever you have for me, for Brian, for John, I surrender.
Now let me tell you this here. This is a must-see absolute movie, and today. And this is what we're celebrating today. And this is a positive message. I don't care. I know people that you guys watch me. All of you are not Christians. Some of you are Muslims. Some of you are agnostic. Some of you are just totally do not believe that there is a God and anything, but you believe in love. You believe in positive energy. You believe in the power of the human spirit. And this movie, it does not matter what your religious belief is. This is one of those movies that you're going to feel all of that stuff come up. All of your spiritualizations, all your positivity, all of your hope, all of your, I can do it, I can, and I believe your faith going to get stirred up. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. This movie is good. I'm trying to tell y'all. So this is what I need for you guys to do. I need for all of you to stream the movie. Now, let me tell you where you can do this at now. You can stream it on Apple. Absolutely. You can also stream it on Amazon, Walmart.com, and BestBuy.com. Okay, so make sure y'all write that in there. On Apple, Amazon, Walmart.com, and BestBuy.com. And so this is the reason why I need for you guys to do this. Because it is extremely important that Hollywood knows that the dollar of not just the black community, but the black faith-based community is powerful. And so we want some positivity in the movies. We want some positivity. Like the great statement y'all make here with Larry Live. Because y'all watch and you share, you let so many networks know that it's all trying to buy me. That just ain't happening. They try to buy me, that ain't happening. Let them know that there's an appetite and a hunger for real talk, comedic commentary, not just about politics and pop culture, but also the black church. So make another statement. Help me make another statement, and you will be helping our community. I talked to Devon Franklin. He's the one that put up that had to go into to get this loan from all these production, these big old movie houses, these studios to get this done. Cause they ain't, a lot of times they don't believe that the black man got power and innovation and creativity and can create and do some things. But thanks be to God, his first couple of movies did real good, and actually Breakthrough did really good in the movie house. Great picture show. And so they don't mind cutting him checks. He's actually working on another one. I'm going to talk to you about that a little later on. But he actually called into the Larry Live show, him along with Chrissy Metz, and I interviewed them. Let's listen to this interview, and when I come back, we'll talk a little bit about it. And then I'm going to open up the lines, and we're going to talk about all the mess that's been going on. I'm only going to take a few calls. I'm only going to be here for a little bit because I got something I got to do. Listen to the interview and share.
How are you guys doing?
Well, good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Everything happened. Try to keep us from having this interview today. In the midst of us broadcasting, things went wrong. But I'm so glad that you guys are with us. I want you to know that this movie has pulled the entire punk up out of me. I cried watching the movie. I cried. This is a true story. I think that is the thing that really brings it home for the viewer because it's a true story. So tell me how you happened upon this story.
I was promoting another film that I produced called Miracles from Heaven, and it's another true miraculous story. And while I was promoting that film on TBN, it was a program hosted by my good friend, Pastor Sam Rodriguez, the real family, Joyce Smith, John Smith, and Pastor Jason Noble on that program, telling their story. And they were just talking about, how Joyce was telling how she prayed John back to life. And the moment that I heard their story, I said, oh, wow, I've got to help tell their story. And so I went to them after the program was over, and I told them that I want to help them get a book deal and a movie deal. And thankfully, it was able to get both done. And, that story has resonated with me then. It resonates with me now. And it's why we are telling this movie. In the medical record, it says patient dead, mother prayed, patient came back to life. And we are just excited to bring it to the world.
The mama bear in the story Breakthrough is played by Chrissy Metz. Now, Chrissy, you it just exude the emotion that I can imagine Joyce Smith felt. And the most powerful segment for me was the prayer. I literally quickened and spoke in tongues.
Wow. Spoken tongues and quickened.
And quickened. Both, from the black church, how we do, we just go all emotion, So tell me exactly what was happening in that moment as you acted that scene.
Well, it's interesting. My mother went through a stroke prior to me shooting the film. And so much like Joyce said to John's doctors, I said to my mother's doctors, I said, you can give a prognosis, but you don't know my mother. She's very strong-willed. Almost verbatim were the words. And so luckily, and by the grace of God, she came out of that stroke, and they didn't think she was even if she would survive, they didn't think she was ever going to walk again or, be a functioning human, essentially. And so by taking on this film, I was able to honor her recovery and then, of course, honor the Smith family. And, I just was thinking about my mom, and I was thinking about, that unwavering love that Joyce had for John and that she was not accepting no for an answer. And we have to do that sometimes, and we also have to advocate for our loved ones. And, it was a very emotional scene. It was the first scene that I shot in the movie. So I keep saying this. I know, right? It was the first scene that I shot in the whole movie. Literally walk on set, and I'm like, hey, good morning. Oh, we're ready? Oh, we're ready to go? Okay.
Action, let's go.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
that is an awesome gift from God to be able to just pick up somebody's story and then just flesh it out. That is amazing.
Thank you.
And congratulations to you guys for such a great opening, number 3 overall at the box office.
Very exciting.
Huge blockbusters. Now, Devon, I remember you don't know this, but This is how I got into the entertainment field after 20 years of pastoring. It was you and another session I went to. You was at the Merge Summit, Dr. Holly Carter. Talk to us about how hard it was for you to step away, outside, not away, but beyond the four walls of the church and begin to go into the world of movies.
It's interesting. I've always had a passion for movies. I've always had a passion for entertainment. It's what I've wanted to do since I was a young kid. But I was also raised in the church, so being in church and faith and God and the Bible and, becoming, a Christian, getting baptized when I was like 12, 13 years old. But I've always was focused on Hollywood. So for me, I never really even thought okay, well, how am I going to do this? I just thought, well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Hollywood. I'm going to make film. This is what it's going to be. And as I've been here, I began to realize, oh, wow, some people may never go to church. They may never, go to a Bible study, but they're going to go to the movies. And they're going to turn on TV. And, you want to talk about changing the world, and getting content out. I mean, just to put it in perspective, when you look at the average movie ticket, being what that is, and you look at our grosses on Breakthrough, well over, 1 million people, maybe even 2 million people have already seen the movie. So think about that. In one weekend, I could be in front of audiences and preach till I'm blue in the face. In 1 weekend, I will never be in front of that many millions of people. But through a movie theater, you can. So it's amazing the impact. So that was kind of my thought as I got into Hollywood, saying, oh, wow, I can actually have an impact here that is even bigger than what can be done just through the traditional pulpit, so to speak.
Wow, that is amazing. It's a powerful pulpit that you are creating. And as a Christian myself, I am being inspired. Chrissy, I want to know, this is us now to Breakthrough. What is the greatest thing you have learned from that movie set to this one?
Oh, wow. From This Is Us to Breakthrough? Wow. Well, I think playing Kate Pearson on This Is Us has really allowed me to be very, very comfortable with being uncomfortable and having such vulnerability in that I can step out of the way and not worry about what I look like or what I sound like, what's my hair look like, are my eyelashes on point, all those things that a lot of people do think about. And I'm like, this is not about me. I'm here, part of the puzzle to tell a story. And that's what my job is. It's not about trying to be the prettiest this or looking like that. It's really what do I need to do for my ego to get the heck out of the way? I think so many things are derived from ego that it's constantly being quieted and being put in check. And so I'm able to do that. I pray for acts of humility, and I get them all the time because it's important to remember, this is not about me. This is not about me and what I want and what my pride and my ego want.
And it shows you're doing a service and you're serving this family story and also Devon Franklin's vision. So give us one last appeal. Say something, Devon. I know you're a preacher. You know how to do it. That will make all of our listeners and all of our viewers go and get a ticket tonight.
That's right. You got to go see it. Listen, I know there's all this hoopla about superheroes, and that's fine. Be that as it may. But Breakthrough puts the real superhero on display, which is a praying mother. And I don't know about you, but if it hadn't been for a praying mother, I wouldn't be here right now. So we truly are the impact of, we are here because a superhero was in our life. And that superhero took the form, God's love took the form of a loving mother. And Breakthrough shows the power of a mother's love as only demonstrated through her fighting for her son. People want to know, can you put on a glove with rings and change the world? You can't. But can you call on the name of Jesus and change your life? You can. That is a real superpower. So in addition to all this other superhero movies, why not go see the real superhero movie, which is Breakthrough? And I guarantee you will get a breakthrough by using this power that all of us have available to us called prayer.
Man, and a good preacher, Chris. He just preached.
I'm telling you.
We're so glad to have had Christy and Devon to talk about Breakthrough right here on Larry Reid Live, which airs on the MBN network, which is the Breakthrough Network. Isn't that a coincidence?
Hey.
All right, go right now and go get your tickets. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank
God
you
bless
so much.
Thank you.
All right, God bless.
All right, and we are back. Now, y'all tell me what you think. Now, you know this is a pure shame. I watch people. But Oprah said this, though. Because here we are talking about how a mom prayed her child back to his life. And y'all just dropping out of this chat like it ain't even, it's like y'all don't even care. Give me the ratchet, give me the crazy and the nasty. That's what I want to talk about. But I totally understand. I'm going to tell you what Oprah said when she started her network. You put LarryReid symbol up there. Oprah said that she could not build her network on positive TV and just consistent, empowerment, that kind of going on, because it's just natural as it relates to the masses. We want to know what's happened. We're into the salacious. We're into the ratchetness. We're really into, things that's provocative. Dr. Holly Carter told me the same thing as it relates to something that we were thinking about shopping and creating. She said there has to be a little ratchetness in it or people are not going to watch. So, hey, maybe that's the reason why LarryReidLive is such a great success, because we don't mind talking about the ratchet. But as it relates to this movie Breakthrough, it is extremely important. I want you to go and download Apple, Amazon, BestBuy.com, Walmart.com, stream it. Get it for those people in your life that need a little positivity. Maybe those of you that are like diehard evangelists. Get this. Send it to them, let them watch it. It'll prick their heart. And when it prick their heart, then you go in there and talk to them about the Lord. All right. We're about to come back. I'm opening up the lines because there's a whole lot that has been going on. Oh, let me tell you the person name that got caught on the what's the name. I'll tell you when we come back. We're gonna run through this commercial, and then we're gonna come right back. And we're going to start discussing the ratchet and open up the lines. I already see you in there. Put the number up there so people can go ahead and call in. The number is 646-787-8174. That's 646-787-8174. Just for a, Kendall, can you let me do the show? I'll tell you what it is. Jesus lamb. Okay, so go ahead and start calling in. I'm going to take a few calls. Any question, anything you want to discuss, because I had to shut down the lines the last few shows. All right, when I come back, you'll be able to talk about this stuff. And I'm going to tell y'all about this church musician, what church you go to, and I'll probably just tell you everything about it. But you're going to have to go to King's Jive's platform on Twitter or either YouTube to get all of the ins and outs of it. And maybe Patreon, I'll go ahead and put the video in there. It's a full shame is what it is. A full and complete shame. Run, modern day Dr. Sebi.
Want to become a wellness coach or holistic health counselor? Get certified with Dr. Womack. As a master herbalist with over 30 years of experience, your learning and your training will be extensive. Go to bishopwomack.com. Click services and go to the wellness portal and begin healing yourself and others today. Holistic doctor and educator Shema Womack can help you discover how to eat your way to healing, get out of debt, improve your well-being, and live the prosperous life. Join him weekly on Wellness Wednesdays on a live conference call for teaching and a free question and answer session. Wellness Wednesdays with the prophetic physician. Join by dialing 888-601-9625. That's 888-601-9625.
It's another bad day in the bodies of the Christ. Oh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. There is a guy in Chicago, allegedly. Put it down there. You're trying to get folk to sue me? Jesus lamb. There's a guy by the name of Eric Thompson in Chicago who was a church musician. He goes to Greater Harvest. I don't know who let me see. They did tell me who the pastor is. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. No, he actually is the drummer. Okay, yep. He is the drummer at Greater Harvest in Chicago. Eric Thompson is his name. And they say he's close friends with Antonio Rockamore. Now, you remember Antonio Rockamore, he blasted the whole onward churches for them, the men being feminized. And he said the black men being feminized was a spirit or something like that that's in the black church. And he talked about that. And I think he went back and forth with Brian Carn or either Matthew Stevenson or one of them, a.k.a. Maddie, a.k.a. Opposite Prophet. Okay, so this is very interesting to me. Then I was sent, after I was told that, then I was actually sent the video as relates to this here. Now, I can't put this up on my platform because I ain't got no time to mess with the devil. Because y'all come bother me. It's because I just ain't got no time for y'all come bother me. But I will put it in Patreon. And let me explain it to you. What you see is said musician laid all the way back, receiving head. He's receiving skull. He's been gobbled up by a young mind. Now, this is the thing. On LarryReid, do we care about same-sex activities? Meaning, oh, you so bad, you so horrible. No, that ain't how we are here. But the issue that we take with all of this stuff going on in church, number one, that the church is in a position and a posture where folk can't tell their truth, and they really make people suppress and repress, and as a result, you got folk manifesting. They're manifesting over here with the animals, with the chairman, with this one, with that one, 4, 5, and 6 at one time. This is a whole problem in the bodies of the Christ. The second issue is, nigga, you was a whole husband and a daddy with all these children, and you mess around. Hold on, let me get the person's name because we'll put him out there. We got to go ahead and put the other person that's out there. Hold on for a minute. I'm going to get their name right. I'm going to get their name now. Because I got their picture too. Wait a minute. Jacob. Jakub is how they spell their name on Facebook. Hold on for a minute. Hold on. I got it wrong. Excuse me. Eric Thompson is the pastor of Greater Harvest, Chicago. It's the drummer at the church named Daryl. Ooh, I'm so glad I caught that. I almost messed that one up. You tell I wasn't even prepared to even give this story. The drummer name is Daryl. And he plays at Eric Thompson's church in Chicago. The church is Greater Harvest. And the guy named Daryl hangs out with Antonio Rockamore. And all of this is alleged. Every drop of this is alleged during Lee. But I got the pictures and I got the video. And the thing about the picture, that in the picture, it shows, it's actually a video, but I just got the picture. In the picture, it shows the condom that has been opened and used. So this just was not suckage by a married man. See, now, let me say this. As a married man, I'm not saying you marry, you're going to be perfect, you might not mess up. But clearly, if you fucking and you married, there may need to be a conversation. Well, maybe the wife, no, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to let y'all talk about it. I'm going to pull the lines. I got about a good 10 minutes. Let's go. Thompson. What I say? Eric Thompson is the pastor of Chicago. It's a church in Chicago called Greater Harvest, and the musician name is Daryl. I don't know why I don't see his last name up here, and the picture won't even show up. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. Hold on, cause my computer's acting up. Okay, then the drummer name is Daryl DJ Perkins, and he's actually an artist as well, I think, or something of that nature. And the person that was doing the suckage is Jacob, Jakub Henderson, on the Facebook. And all this is alleged. I'm tired. I don't even know if I'm gonna put that in Patreon. I probably am though, because I told them I'd give them stuff, the receipts, but no, it's Thompson, Eric Thompson. Okay, maybe it is Thompson. I don't know, but you know who I'm talking about. If you corrected me. All right, open up the line. Let's go. Caller in 9761. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello there. This is Sherry Ann Turpin.
Hey there.
Hey, how you doing? We talked a little bit earlier. So, a couple of things. First of all, I think that this is yet another example of how we in the Black community, we really need to have a kind of conversation about sex, about sexuality, about sexual identity. Yes, it is possible to be a man involved with another man while in a relationship with a woman. Bisexual, queer identities and whatnot. And it's also possible that he may not necessarily be monogamous. He may be polyamorous. I know we don't like to talk about that, but I am glad that a condom was being used.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest concerns that I have.
Yeah.
The only other question that I have is about consent and about power, the power dynamic. And so if you have two consenting adults engaging in sex, then all right, that's cool. I guess I'm just kind of wondering, what's with all the, why do we have to keep taking pictures? Why do we keep seeing these videos? Why? I don't get that. And so it doesn't really bother me if you are a man and you're hanging out with another man. What does bother me is the need to expose, the need to shame. That's the concern that I have. But we need to think about that.
Now I'm gonna say this, and I know a whole lot of them. Excuse me, I'm
yes.
talking through you, past your minute in a darn way, but I'm gonna say this. What I have discovered, and I know people gonna get mad with me because they got a whole lot of LBGT following, is for me that community. There's a part of them that are very nasty and mean, and they take pride. Some of them in exposing these DL people, whether they married, preacher, or whatever. And I don't think that's right. If you having sex with somebody and y'all is doing it, you clearly, I can see if you did not know they were married, if you did not know that they live a straight life, but they just like a little ping every now and then, and and then you try to put them out on Front Street. I don't think that's right. I think that's gonna come back to you. You shouldn't be putting out nobody business like that. That's just what I think.
Yeah.
And so I think some of this is probably coming from that. That's what I think.
Yeah. Good point. I don't believe in outing either. I don't think that's cool either.
Yeah.
But I think you're an ally. I don't think you're.
I've been trying to tell them that. But this is what I'm saying. There's a group in that community. I'm just gonna keep it real. And I said this to TS when I experienced this when I was dealing with TS Madison. I'm not saying she's like this, but I'm saying that some of them are like this. She could be like this, I don't know. But the thing is, it's like if you aren't, number one, same gender loving. That's number one. That's the first issue. You sort of put on the outside. If you got product, if you have, like, I got music, I got the show, so there's some that will never come to this platform because I'm not one of them. And then what I noticed, because I got family members who are gay and in the lifestyle and got lovers and husbands and wives. And because some of them are like, you wouldn't know they're gay, well, quintessential, what people call gay, the very flamboyant man or the butch woman, you wouldn't know it. You just would not know it. And because they're that
plurality.
Because they're that kind.
In sexual identity. I don't think there's one way.
Yeah.
Just like there's no one way of being heterosexual. And by the way, heterosexual people are very messy indeed and do like to play those games as well. Yes, they do. Yes,
What games?
they do. So, yeah. So I think it really is about, and instead of this thing with shaming, I think we need to embrace our sexualities and stop looking for reasons to hate.
Okay. All right. Thanks so much for calling in. They say I got to wrap up. But thank you for creating a conversation.
Right.
You almost got me talking. All right. Yeah, I don't know about that, but then because they don't act like ready to turn circles and vogue, it's like then they can't be in that community. It's like they became the oppressor. But I can't say but so much about it because then I'm going to make somebody upset. I'm actually probably going to get Conscious TV. Y'all know what Conscious TV is? His name is Dave Yarn. What's his last name on Facebook? Dave Yarn Augustus. I'm probably going to get him on the show to have that discussion. I think that will probably be fun because he's really brainy. But he's in South Carolina, and I don't know if he ever come to Atlanta. It would be best if he's sitting right here beside me. All right, let's take a few more calls. Caller ended in 1930. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Larry. I'm going to remain anonymous.
Okay.
But I love your show. But I want to talk. I think that the problem is with a lot of the church stuff that's going on, these people are really not saved. And I think their mindset went reprobate because anytime you have a gall to get in church and do your mess like that, no reverence for God, no respect for God, you got to be reprobate. You got to be. And, you can sing a lie as well as tell a lie, playing on the drums and living a lie. And you come to do that in your servitude that you love God, but then you do all this stuff, and then you're a musician. And they have no respect. And they don't understand God's going to get them because you're doing this stuff in the church. You're supposed to be there to draw the people. He's saved, and he's doing this, and he's doing that. And people are looking at you, and they just don't have no reverence. And I just want to say God's going to get them because they have no respect, and you want the spirit of homosexuality, it goes deeper than that. Not everybody is nice, nasty, and, things like that, but it's deeper than what people see. It's deeper than that. Trying to get names and clout for themselves and doing all this kind of stuff, and they know what they're doing. It's not a shock, and, they didn't know they were being videotaped. They knew they was going to post it when they done it.
Okay.
I counsel these people all the time, and some of the stuff is like heartbreaking. Why would you want to get a name like that just to do something like that? And you in the church, your dad's a pastor. They come to me and talk about it and giggling like it's funny. And I have to sit back and stay professional and keep my opinion out of it. And so it's deeper than that.
I'm so glad I'm in a profession where I can put my opinion in it. And get paid to do it.
Exactly.
Speaking of giggling, did you see how he was giggling and gobbling?
Honey.
How you giggle gobble? I ain't never seen no giggle gobble.
Honey, that's the devil. That was the devil giggling. And that boy that did, he knew better. That he knew better, but that devil had to say, "Here I am," and he giggled. He had to say, here I am. That devil said, look at me. He know he's daddy, the pastor, and he's sitting there doing that. He knew better.
Lord, his poor
He knew
daddy.
better.
His poor daddy.
That's sad. And then his people got to look at his daddy with no respect. That's a shame.
Okay.
He knew what he was doing. He probably knew it was going to be posted. But Larry, I didn't went over a minute. But I will tell you this. I love you. If I told you who I was, you would holler. I know been knowing you back in the day in North Carolina, Bishop Donnie Graves.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey.
Way back in the day.
Inbox me. I do know Bishop Donnie Graves.
I know. I remember you back in the day.
Yeah, I ain't never been to his church, but I do know him. I do know exactly who he is. And he had a singing his choir. A singing choir. That choir.
Larry, I love you. Be blessed.
All right, chat later.
Okay.
Well, she might have me mixed up somebody else. Ain't never been to Bishop Donnie Graves Church ever. Never in my life. All right, let's go. Caller in 4292. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Larry, what's up, man?
What up?
How you doing, sir?
I can't complain.
Hey, Larry, listen, I'm a fan of the show. I listen to you all the time. When I listen to you all the time. Shit. Yeah, I listen to you all the time. Operating office of the prophet. So the other day, Larry, I had a dream. Right, I'm talking. Just hear me out. I had a dream, and in my dream, God spoke to me about the world coming to an end. That was the thing that I saw. And one thing I noticed that we playing around, and God is really serious about winding up time. And we got to get our focus back on God, because this tomfoolery, as I like to call it, that's going on in the church. Brothers sleeping around with brothers, women sleeping around with women, pastors doing things that they're not supposed to be doing in the spirit of confusion. But Larry, one thing I like to say to you too is one thing that I like about your show is you allow people to talk and you do expose things, but at the same time, Larry, we're gonna have to have some kind of balance within the show, Larry. What I mean by that is, on one time you have a person come on and say something about them being homosexual, but then the other time you never bring anybody to counter that balance of being delivered from homosexuality.
Well, it's because they don't want.
That's one thing I would like for you.
But you know,
go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Number one, thank you so much for giving me your opinion, and I would love to do. I'm a balanced person, but the way that people are, they don't want to talk. It's like the person that will come, a woman will come out and say, I've been hurt and this is what happened. A man or a woman will come out and say, okay, I'm gay and this is what I believe and this is my point of view. But the person that has been delivered, I just went through this with Cornelius Edwards. I went back and forth on the phone with him because he said, oh my God, now you put out the blog that's already public that says that I was delivered from homosexuality or been living 6 years celibate. And I said, this is your opportunity to be a voice. I said, I don't even know no straight folk that can be celibate for 6 years and not masturbate. I said, this is your opportunity to be an example and a witness. I said, you need to come on the show. He wouldn't do it. And that's always what I run into. The reason why there is what appears to be a slant of what is expressed here on the platform is because folk will not talk. I laid out the invitation to Baby Jakes, to Jamal Harrison Bryant, to Smitty, to Murphy. Nothing. So find me somebody to deliver there. I put them up here.
So I want you there. I mean, I would probably have to email you some people that I know.
Okay, good.
I'll inbox you some people that women that were in it for 20 years, 15 years, stuff like that. So they come out, they've been delivered. So they got a thing where they call them ex-studs. So they have come out of that lifestyle. So,
but they ain't called me. In fact, there's a whole group. There's a whole group that I talked to, about 6 guys. They were in the Pulse shooting. And this is so stupid to me. They was in the Pulse shooting, and because of that shooting, they got converted from being gay and have lived celibate since then. They all told me, oh, we're going to talk. We ready to talk. And I have consistently ran after them like, y'all going on these platforms, and they not even that big. Will you come talk to us? I think some folk are scared of what I'm going to ask them or what I'm going to say to where they won't even talk. You know, so I'm open to it. Find me somebody. Email me them.
I shouldn't say I know. I should say I heard their testimonies or heard their stories. I should say it like that.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling. I got to go to the next person. Yeah. Somebody said, Larry, please mention that you've been pastoring for 20 years. Wait a minute. I thought that was something y'all want me to say no more. All right. I'm going to take about 1 or 2 more. Caller in 8758. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello.
Hello.
All right. Goodbye. See you later. Bye. Bye. Caller in 8115. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello, Larry. Can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Hey, Larry, this is Bianca calling from Texas. I wanted to talk about the show on yesterday with former Lady Tory. I feel like he scouted her out to help him build his church. And that's what I noticed about a lot of these preachers, married preachers and single preachers. They find women who are doing good for themselves, who has their own house, who has their own car, and who are actually doing good for themselves. And they also find the women who are very vulnerable and who has been through a lot in their lives. And they love taking these women, try to tear them down to help them build themselves up and help them build up their church. So then they'll leave them and go find them a new wife so they can help them for the next mission. And that's all I have to say.
You done said something. I would have to agree with you. Thank you so very much. I noticed that. I told you, it's like they pick out and try to find. Yeah, I mean, 'cause this was a virgin woman. And y'all know a virgin. I'm not saying she's stupid or because she's not a stupid woman. But, you know, a virgin is a virgin. You know, there's some things that they do not know. And when they open up their heart and their soft middle part to whoever it is, that person has some kind of connection with them. And I think we're also giving some kind of influence over them. And so I think this was very calculated. And I think plenty of men do it. I'm not going to just talk about the pastors. We do that. We do. We look for that. Because sometimes men, I'm going to speak for my darn self. I'm going to speak from where I was. You want to not feel intimidated by the woman that you're with. You sort of we're very possessive. You sort of want to be able to get hold of her and be able to have her in the spot in your life to where you ain't got to guess about how she feel about you, her commitment to you, and you sort of want her to just go with whatever you got going on to support your thing. And the reality is, although we're not always aware of that, we're really looking for a weak woman. We're looking to control our mama, especially if our mama was really strong in our life. We really look for a woman that we can control, and we really are like getting the control back that we lost through a domineering mom or a smothering mom. And we do it all the darn time. And we're not going to respect that woman. We just ain't going to do it. We will put our hands on her. We'll cheat on her. We will control her, you know. And I don't know why it seemed like some women are more susceptible to that type of treatment. I remember when I first got married, I don't know if she in the chat, Elisa. When I first got married, what my favorite color was, that became her favorite color. What my favorite food was, her favorite. What I wanted or didn't want, that's what she was. And then as time went along, she developed, became her own self. I married her out of her daddy's house. You know, and so, and I had to make a decision. That thing was hard. I'm getting to my business now. That thing was hard to watch her become her own person and not care no more about what I like or did not like. I remember came home one time and I wanted her to cook, and because she didn't have to cook the first few years I married. She was near the end of marriage when she started cooking, and I said, "Oh, I thought you were gonna cook something." She said, "No, I didn't feel like it." And I didn't say nothing, but I went into that mode to where if I acted like I was not happy, I can go into a mode like I'm not happy or upset, and then she'll do everything up under the sun trying to make me happy, trying to do something or say something to make me happy. And the moment I realized that no longer mattered with her, she looked at me like, oh, okay, he just upset. All right, come on, girls, let's go do this. I'm like, wait a minute. So one side of me was like, shoot, she don't became her own person too darn much. And the other side of me was like, that's so good. It made me more attractive to her and respect her more. And I had to get to know her and who she was becoming. So men do that. And then when you add that whole pastor preaching, church, Bible, scriptures, and the way the woman is put in the church, it just makes it a hard way for the woman to go. All right, let's go. Caller in and in 5718. What's your name? Where you calling from? All right.
Hello.
Oh, shoot, Nancy. All right. Caller in and in 9952. What's your name? Where you calling from? Oh, somebody said that she was spoiled and then she unspoiled you. I agree with that, but you need to let her talk too, because she didn't pay no bills. All right, go. Can you hear? I can hear you. What's your name? Where you calling from?
All right, this is Pastor Jack. I'm one of Bishop Earl Carter followers. How you doing today?
Oh, uh-oh. Let me see if you got his spirit. You about to go off, ain't you?
No. Not today. I was going to ask you, how come you never got Pastor Geno Jennings to come on your show?
He ain't going to want to come on my show. Okay, I'm going to tell you something.
Why not?
Okay, well, ask him. I don't never solicit people to come on my show unless I find them terribly interesting and I have a way to contact them. Earl Carter, I did reach out to him to interview him because he was very interested in me. He was exiled from the Kosher Church. And a few other people, but normally that's not how it works. But I already can just about tell you. If he would, it would surprise me. So what now? Who sent me a cease and desist?
Nothing. I was just asking.
No, he didn't. Nancy, you over there just lying. He said Geno Jennings, not Jennings down here in Atlanta. You sit over there and be a helper out of. Did you hear what he's talking about? Geno Jennings and what's the name? What's the man name? Jennings out here? I can't think of his name. Travis. They're not the same person. But I'm gonna tell you this about Geno now. I'm gonna tell you this about Geno now. I'm gonna tell you what I do like. And call me a little weird, but he got that same thing I like about Farrakhan. I tend to like people that's strong. I like that about Khan. I like about a few people who are very strong in what they believe, even if it may be a little absurd. Like Earl Carter, like I told Earl Carter, he said he's doing what God called him to do. Folk don't agree. I say I'm doing what God called me to do. People don't agree. I think he rude. He probably think I'm a compromiser, but I respect him. And so I tend to have this there's something about me to where I like them kind of people who just strong in what they believe. There's something about them to me that's respectable, whether I agree or not. Yes. And I do see Geno Jennings. He has my respect. Yes. He does.
Yes. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to let you go. I had a revival this year, about a couple months ago, invited Bishop Earl Carter down. And a couple of the Kojic preachers lied to me and said they was going to pay for his flight and do some things like that. But something told me to watch him because all Kojic preachers I know, 90% of them is nothing but liars. So when Earl Carter gets here to California, I went and picked him up in Sacramento. One of them idiots called me and said, "Hey, Pastor Jack." I said, "Yeah, who is this?" And the number was blocked. I normally don't answer it, but I answered. He said, "Well, I wanted to bring Carter some lunch by. Can you tell me which hotel he's staying in?" I said, "Hell no, I ain't telling you that." See, I guess he thought I was stupid. Why are they gonna bring Carter some lunch? I'm taking the man out to eat. See, now that was a setup. It was a setup. Yeah. But they all lied to me and they left me hanging, and I had to pay everything, but I didn't, stuff like that, and it doesn't bother me because it's just sad that these Kojic preachers would lie, then try to cover it up. But it's okay. I know they don't like Carter, but I love him, and I'm bringing him back again.
I hear you. There's something about him that I like.
The man can preach. The man can preach.
He delivers the book. He put the book out there.
Yes.
Thanks so much for calling in.
I'm trying to get you to come out here.
You don't want me to come out. You don't want me to come out there. Thanks so much for calling.
I'll pay for you.
Okay, well, inbox me. info@thembnnetwork.org. All right, let's go. You know what? Let me stop. Caller ending in 5305. What's your name? Where you calling from? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that would be all. I will let you guys go. Make sure you download and stream Breakthrough Movie. I'm going to play this trailer one more time, and then I'm out of here. Thank you so very much for tuning in to Larry Live. Please share this link with every darn body. Goodbye.
Rise and shine. Breakfast is ready in 10 minutes. And don't make me come back up there. This is our town. It's a close-knit community, the kind of place where everyone knows everyone.
Hi, Miss J.
Hey, how are you girls? And we're always there for each other.
Nice sermon, Pastor.
What do you guys have on for the rest of the day?
Well, John has a basketball game.
Yeah, I've seen this guy hoop it up around here. This kid is so lit.
Text your mom tomorrow and tell her when and where to pick you up. And don't do anything stupid.
Love you guys.
Hey!
Boys, get off the ice!
We're training for the Olympics, sir!
Cindy.
He's been underwater for more than 15 minutes. It's gonna be a recovery, not a rescue. I got something.
We got him!
We've done everything medically possible. There's nothing more we can do.
No. Please, God, send your Holy Spirit to save my son.
A 14-year-old St. Charles boy who spent 15 minutes trapped underwater is continuing to fight for his life.
I don't believe John will survive the night.
You don't know my son. He is a fighter. So I need you to be the best for John, and you just let God do the rest. You are my pride and joy. I can't wait to see you shoot those baskets and run up and down the court again.
The Smith family asked for one thing. Please pray for John.
In the water that day, I was ready to give up, but then I hear this voice telling me, go back. Either I'm nuts
Or God's talking to you.
but I don't believe in God.
I believe it, but maybe that only goes so far with something like this.
I'm your pastor. I'm supposed to walk alongside you for as long as it takes.
Did you see the Facebook page? It's gone viral.
Call me.
I hope he's gonna be okay.
We're not gonna get through this alone. Whatever you have for me, for Brian, for John,